there was a comment I saw on Spotify, Joe.
Yeah.
And it was from a guy called Alan. And he
Right.
said, I had a lovely conversation with Joe at a railway station once, but he did genuinely make me miss my train because I couldn't leave.
I'm really sorry about that. That does sound like
Yeah,
that does
completely believable. That
that does it does ring true.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, I'm glad. I wonder what the conversation was about.
Do you know what I think our problem is?
Mm.
Because what was that last week's episode?
You didn't say what station it was or anything.
We don't know. We don't know how long last week's episode came in at. By the way, by the time it's edited, but we spent 2.5 hours recording it. Right? Is that fair to say, Queen Lily May?
Yeah. What was that? Sorry.
We spent 2.5. No, it's definitely. It's amazing. Everyone here is just absolutely wrapped.
Yeah.
They're like, you cannot. It's like one of those things where like a great actor walks on set and like everyone's crowded around the monitors just to watch them work.
I think that I think that because The In-Betweeners is one of our, collectively, all of us, our sort of earliest experiences with working full time with television, where we did just pretty much do whatever we wanted during the day. And there were people going, "Come on, guys, can we hurry up a bit?"
There were people trying to.
But what happened was that then The In-Betweeners became a success, and we were like, "Well, all this mucking about stuff that we do—that's all part of it, man. That's all, that's part of our process. That's the magic."
We were like those musicians who were like, "No, we need the drugs."
Yeah,
and then they're like, "Yeah, but." The quantities keep increasing, and you haven't done anything for 5 years.
But I do like if I work on other stuff, and I'm like trying to have some fun and trying to enjoy myself. They're like, "Do you want to hurry this up?" And I go, "No, that's not how I work, man. That's not how television works." And it's crept into our podcast.
I've had similar moments of thinking that. Yeah, I've found it surprising on other projects that there isn't just like muck about time at the beginning, so you can get out your system.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, well, when are we going to muck about then?
That helps us get the energy. It gets us to where it gets us to the point where
half an hour muck about time. Then maybe if you stop looking at me like that,
if you're a good boy, you might get a TV show out at the end of the day.
Yeah, or maybe not. Maybe you won't. I mean, it's because in the end.
But it used to be...
why should we have to do anything?
Back when we were making The In-Betweeners, it was like, this will be good extra DVD extras.
Yeah.
You don't get the DVD extras anymore.
I know.
And you don't get director's commentary on stuff.
Well, what you get is, I suppose all that stuff is now on social media. That's where you get the adjacent...
No, I don't think you do.
I've seen it. I've seen the Bridget and people having a laugh.
Well, that's fine. I don't give a fuck about that. But right, if you've got the Garth Marenghi DVD, and they do director's commentary, and they're all in character, and it's absolutely brilliant.
It's really, really good.
It's the same with the Alan Partridge DVD as well. Is it? There is.
What Partridge is there doing it?
There's Partridge and Lynn. Like talking about the show that they've made, but then there's also like additional director's commentary where they are just themselves talking about the show, and that insight was so exciting for me at that time, and I don't know why, because there is definitely a way with streaming, and if you I buy a lot of films off of Apple TV. I just buy them and then they're part of my catalogue or whatever. Yeah. But there is definitely still room to be able to go, can I watch this with the commentary of the people that made it? There's no bloopers. There's no deleted scenes. Like, you rarely get to see that stuff anymore.
It's interesting, the stuff that just gets dropped by the wayside because the technology just slightly moves on.
Yeah.
You might say album artwork, but it's not really.
Yes, but anymore. I feel like that's a step backwards.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I agree.
It's instant and it's there, and it's there straight away. Yeah. But there was so much stuff. The DVD. What's the DVD lifespan? It must have been like a couple of years.
I know, it went from being literally like the most futuristic thing in the world, and it was like, I've got The Matrix on DVD.
Yeah.
I'm a man from the future.
Yeah.
And then it was like, it felt like a decade.
I remember talking to my mum and dad and going like, oh, well, they've got a DVD player in their house.
You sort of never really needed one. It just came.
It just like so quick.
It just came and went.
Yeah. Do you know your first DVD that you ever got? I know mine.
That's a question. I don't.
Mine's The Gladiator.
I had that on video.
That was one of my.
So that would have been
when when was The Gladiator? 1999, I think it was.
Isn't it just called Gladiator, James? I'm not sure it's called The Gladiator.
It is called Gladiator.
It is called Gladiator.
the Jurassic Park.
It's
the Gladiator.
All right, sorry, I'm not. You know,
sorry that I'm such a film buff. No, I'm being really pedantic here. I mean, like,
because I'm not on the emails and stuff like that. You know,
it's Queen and the Queen again. It's 2000.
2000.
2000.
Yeah,
that was exactly as the DVDs were coming in.
Yeah.
So yeah, your story checks out.
Yeah. But that was the first
Or
film.
You've been told a very convincing lie.
No, that was the
Well, you
first
didn't know the
film,
name of the film,
that me and my family, as a collective, had on DVD.
We had that on video. Still good.
Video was still good, yeah.
Yeah. Had to rewind it, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Again, I don't want to bang on about the XFM shows, but they're like
they're
sort of like 2002, I don't know, 2004, something like that.
Yeah.
That sort of space. And they're constantly taking the piss out of Carl because they're like, not even on DVD, it's on video.
Yeah.
Come on.
And Carl was like watching it last night.
Yeah.
He hasn't even rewound it. It's so good. But you're quite right. It was a they seemed to CDs and DVDs seemed to, in a way, be quite quickly outstripped, but without really preserving the charm of like a cassette or something. There was something about cassettes I liked. You could record your own.
Like vinyl records. They were around for ages.
Yeah.
The vinyl record.
Yeah. DVDs don't look nice, do they? They're not, and the DVD packets are not pleasant things. They always get cracked. CD cases always get cracked as well. It's like little
because they had like, especially I'm thinking specifically about my old PC games or old PlayStation games, PlayStation 1 games. The little teeth in the thing in the middle that would hold.
Oh yeah,
that would keep
the
disc tight.
Yeah,
they'd like.
There's one on the XFM show again where they're like, they've got the DVD, but it hasn't even got a box. It's just like a loose like frisbee, just like. Yeah, but they would. Yeah, every car of that era would have CDs. It was like, oh, I've got the CD. Oh, it's not fucking in here. Where is it? Oh, here it is, down the side of the seat. Like, or the box is smashed. You were constantly getting in the car being like, and you're like, that's a CD case.
Yeah.
Like they never were in good nick.
I remember my dad got a CD rewriter. And I was like, fucking hell, man. This is we're future-proof.
Yeah, you were like, my dad's in the fucking, he's in MI5.
I was like, this is it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I could copy PlayStation games and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, it's interesting when you can copy music because
I used to put, like, there would be two drawers. I'd borrow a CD. I'd borrow an album from someone. I'd put it in my PC. It would go in, and there'd be another CD drawer, the CD rewriter.
Yeah.
Then about 5 minutes later, I'd have copied that whole CD, and I'd go, boom.
Yeah. It felt, I suppose, like I suppose the word we'd use is it was disrupting the industry.
Yeah, but also it was just sort of, it just felt like the future. It just felt like
it felt like this now, and in 5 years anything. In 5 years we will just live forever.
Yeah.
It was like we've already got that.
Yeah.
What will we have next year?
The CD rewriter must have been around for 7 years max as a thing that became a part of our lives.
You're quite right. These short-lived...
And I feel like I'm being generous there with 7 years.
Yeah. These short-lived technologies.
Yeah.
Oh, well, to tell you what, the real one, the sort of the kind of the best example of this was the mini disc.
It just came and went.
And
it was really cool.
It looked quite cool.
My mate had a mini disc, had a mini disc Walkman.
Yeah.
And there were tiny little CDs.
Yeah.
They were brilliant. You'd get an album.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, stick it on the mini disc.
Yeah.
I think that was exclusively Sony.
May have been.
I think that might have been the only brand that was doing the mini disc thing.
It's a big...
It was developed by Sony, yeah.
Yeah, but that was that was a year.
Yeah.
The mini disc.
Just went.
That was like that was just like
my brother
because
had one.
The CD was already brilliant.
It wasn't. Yes, it wasn't.
The mini disc felt like a thing where it was like, well, we haven't moved on from the CD for a while, so we better do something.
We better do something. It was just.
It was totally unnecessary.
And it's like, but it's not as wide as a CD.
Yeah.
But it was like, but is it as thin as a CD? It's like, well, no.
Yeah.
So it was almost like if you chopped up a CD into quarters and then just folded it.
That was the thing that annoyed me about.
That's all they did.
That was the thing that annoyed me about the mini disc as well, because it wasn't like something that I'd assume was from Total Recall or something like that, where it was just a tiny CD.
Yeah.
It was a tiny CD, but it was encased, in a cassette, basically.
Yeah.
And that annoyed me.
Yeah, because it was like, well, hey, little one, come out of there.
Yeah.
Right?
What are you doing in that case?
Come on.
Why can't I just get...
It's like you've gone into a supermarket and you've tried to buy something. What's the like encased in the... Well, again, an XFM show. Condoms.
Johnny's.
Yeah. It's like you've got a box of Johnny's and they're still stuck inside the box.
And you have to go...
You have to go to the till.
Yeah. It's always embarrassing.
It did seem like that. It seemed like something that had... Why can't it just come out, man?
Yeah.
What are you doing in there?
But yeah.
CD's out. Your big brother's out.
But the
Why are you still in there?
The Gladiators. That was my first DVD that I bought.
Bloody good one as well.
It's a great film. How Route 1 is this? A couple of years ago, me, Claire and the boys went to Rome for a holiday. And I watched Gladiator on the way. Just to get me in the mood.
When in Rome?
Exactly. That's literally what I was thinking. I had it on my iPad. I just watched it. I think I was on a Jet2 flight.
Do you get the boys...
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
Do you get the boys all training before you went there? About the wooden sword?
No, but I'll tell you something. We went all the way to Rome and I think we were a 17-minute taxi drive away from the Colosseum.
Mm-hmm.
Claire just was like... The day that I said, we'll go to the Colosseum, Claire was like, I can't be bothered. Me and Harrison went. Claire and Jude were both, my other kid, they were just like, eh. We were there. We were like...
We were so close.
We were so close. Claire's never seen it. Claire literally did a Pilkington. She was like, I've seen it on TV. And I was going, no, you're wrong. Like, you are wrong. Because I was saying to her, I get what you're saying, because I do. Yeah. I'm very much like that myself.
Yeah.
But me and Harrison looked at this thing that's thousands of years old, this huge structure, and it was like, I can't describe it. It was like, that's fucking amazing.
And again, it's
absolutely incredible.
Imagine looking at it in 1200 AD.
Well,
when it's like, we don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't even know how to do that.
Yeah. I'm going to Rome this week.
Oh, yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You got to see the Colosseum.
Go and see the Colosseum.
Seen it on TV.
Oh.
Me and Harrison didn't do the tour or anything like that. We didn't even go into it. We stood outside it and just looked at it. And we was like, that's absolutely incredible. Yeah. And people were trying to scam us while we were outside as well. They would it was definitely like unofficial, unaffiliated tour people going, we can take you in there. And we were both like, yeah, all right, mate, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be safe.
Yeah. Don't.
How long are you going to Rome for?
I'm going Thursday to Sunday. My friends are running the Rome Marathon, so I'm going to support them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's all linked up, isn't it?
Is
Rome
it?
Marathon. We had marathons last week.
Yep.
It's all happening.
Anyway, should we do this
The
podcast?
Matrix. Mention the Matrix.
Matrix, yeah. Take the red pill or the blue one. I can't remember.
My friends at school were like, I can't even explain to you what the Matrix is about, mate. You just got to watch it. And I'll be like, is it that it's like a simulation? And they're like, I can't even know. So it is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is that. Okay, fine. So it's that.
But that is like what's great about the Matrix. And I don't know if it's because
People fucking love the Matrix.
I don't know if it's because I was 12 at the time when it came out. But
it's because it's like entry
level.
But
I was just like,
that
could be true. As I've gotten older, I've gone like, well, I don't know. To be fair, as I've gotten older, I don't care.
Yeah. I think that's so true, isn't it?
Like the only lesson I get from the Matrix when they're in the Matrix and that bloke, that bald fella's like having a steak and stuff like that, he's going, I can't believe my luck. And then when they come out of the Matrix and they're all wearing rags and they've
got a big thing and are they covered in gloop?
There's some sort of gloop involved.
It's still gunge, isn't it? It was the era of gunge. We'll get some gunge. Like, even the Matrix needs it.
Yeah. I was like, I mean, if I am in the Matrix, it's better than these lot.
That's so true.
Then they're eating like slop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, put me in the Matrix. But I guess the moral is, I'd rather something that's real and shit than fake and good. I didn't take that from that film. Fake and good for me.
I agree.
Will I be happier? Yeah, you'll be happier, but it won't be real. Well, I don't care if it's real or not.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think what you do as you get older is you just don't care.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly correct.
Joe and James, Fact Up.
Anyway, welcome to Joe and James Fact Up. It's a little podcast for you. Each week we'll be bringing facts to one another that we deem interesting, and our policy is the more interesting, the more true it is. Mm-hmm. We'll also be digging into the weird facts that you'd like to think are true, but don't want to research yourself in a segment that we call Fact Check. So if you do want to send us your facts, our email is hello@joeandjamespod.com. Our WhatsApp is 07822034330. And you can also follow us on our socials at Joe and James Pod. You can also watch all our episodes in full on YouTube. Just search for Joe and James Fact Up. Now, let's get fact up.
So,
go on.
I've already noticed here that Willish and Shitehawk have been back in touch.
They have.
Because we asked about the origins of Shitehawk's name.
Did we?
We did.
I don't remember.
For whatever reason, we didn't need to know about where Willish comes from. I don't know why.
Willish just sounds like a name. Shitehawk.
Shitehawk is not.
Have you landed on that?
Yeah. And you'll be pleased to know, James, that we have had a voice note from Willish.
Thank God.
Who else? Who else? Regarding the origins of...
Do you think it's because he's a bit like Will from The In-Betweeners?
It might be, but we haven't asked that.
No, we haven't. But I'm just thinking, he's a bit Willish.
It might be. It might be, actually.
I'll tell you who is a bit Willish. Simon Bird.
Simon Bird, yeah.
Anyway.
So Willish has sent us a voice note regarding the origins of his right-hand man, Shitehawk's name.
Right, let's find out. Why is Shitehawk called Shitehawk?
Hi, JT and JB. It's Willish with Shitehawk here. The origins of why... Hang on. Shitehawk, stop it! Shut up! Sorry about that. He's currently running a bath, but he likes to eat boiled eggs in it, and... Shitehawk! No more than 2. Put one back! Get egg bound! Sorry about that. So the origins, he was on a trampoline, like a kid's one you get in the back garden, jumping away. Got quite confident, a bit cocky about it, started jumping higher and higher. Lost confidence. See where this is going.
No.
Got so scared, it literally shook couple of little turdlets out. A few little chocolate bum slugs were literally wobbled out. And then, got off the trampoline sheepishly with a bit of a smelly leg. Shitehawk. Caked knickers.
Explains nothing.
What's all that?
Only creates more questions.
What's all this stuff about
The bath.
Can we hear it one more time?
No, I can't sit through that again.
All right. But every single... Can someone send something in that isn't just about shit? I suppose he is called Shitehawk. We asked for
called
it.
Shitehawk.
Shitehawk. So it's because he
likes to eat boiled eggs in the bath or something.
Yeah, but he's only allowed 2.
He's only had 2.
Yeah.
We've not found out the origins of Shitehawk's name. Apart from he shat himself.
Well, I guess
on
he
a
was
trampoline.
He was airborne.
He shat from a height.
He shat from a
Right.
height.
So
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's sort of like being shat on by a hawk, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Or, I think he's the hawk.
Yeah, he's the hawk who
Yeah.
shites.
Okay.
Right.
But
Okay.
when he's saying, shite, not now, was he talking to...
I thought.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking to someone else at
No,
that
I think
point.
Shite-
Shitehawk was in a bath eating his boiled eggs.
Right,
And then I think he was getting greedy with the boiled eggs.
right.
So Willish was telling him not to have too many because he's only allowed 2. I'm
Okay.
assuming there'll be
Something to a pet or
consequences.
something. for a
I
second.
thought at the beginning the idea might have been that that Shitehawk was actually a dog. That was
Yeah.
like one of those riddles where Romeo and Juliet are actually
Right.
goldfish.
Yeah.
But
His horse was called Tuesday.
that
that
that's
sort of
it.
thing.
Yeah, but it sounds as though Shitehawk. Well, to be
That's
honest,
an annoying riddle, by the way.
yeah, it's a pun.
It's
No, it's not a pun, is it? It's just a kind of
got you.
yeah.
Got you there.
Yeah.
Rode into horse.
It's one of
on
those- it's like one of the- it's
Tuesday,
like one of those-
stayed
it's
for
like-
3 days left on Tuesday.
Yeah.
How is that possible? His horse
Yeah.
was called Tuesday. Oh, well done.
It's like one of those jokes that I've got the best joke in the world. Now, before I tell you it, there was this bloke, right, and his name was Fuck Off. And you're like, well, all right, just I wonder how this is going to go. Well, look, it was an amazing voice note. I mean, I have to say that I think I still feel...
I'm not less confused. It's not cleared anything up.
Well, I guess that's just Willish's way.
He
Yeah.
shat himself on a trampoline.
Yeah, that
Is
was...
it?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was... So, okay. So, what I mean...
believe
I
he
feel
said-
like,
I think he said
feel like
bum
that
slugs.
could have been the voice note.
slugs, yeah.
This whole he's in the bath, stop it, all that stuff. Where did that
That
come
was-
from?
But you
What-
can't plan when you start a voice note. You don't know what's going to happen.
That's
I
true. No, it's
suppose,
true
yeah.
actually, yeah. It was just what happened.
In the
It's
moment.
just what...
Didn't have time to re-record
You know,
another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It's just, life happens and shit happens, as Shitehawk knows. So,
Go on, Joe. Wrap
Well,
this bit up.
okay, well,
I've got to go for a piss.
okay.
again.
So thank you for that. We do know it's kind of in the area I assumed it would be. And
Not me.
And we probably, I mean, in a way, we've probably got more questions than before we heard
Yeah.
it. But
Do you want him to follow up?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Please
Yeah.
do.
About the eggs and all that.
Yeah, Willish. 'Cause I feel like
I'd quite like to receive a voice note from Shitehawk.
I'd like to
actually.
hear
I
from
think
Shitehawk.
that's-
it would be nice to hear from Shitehawk.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure on the
Themselves.
dynamics going
I
on
mean,
there.
to say he's enigmatic barely covers it.
No, yeah.
But I mean, this is a man with sort of Rasputin levels of sort of mixture of
Yeah.
sort of mystery
How
and
has
all the
he-
sort of like quite bodily stuff.
has he ended
Like
up
it's
Yeah.
who
Well-
who is this person who's got a guy basically sort of helping him with his bath.
Mm.
Right, Willish, get back in touch. I've got
Right.
to go for a piss.
Off you
Okay.
go.
Hey, JT.
Mm.
Today's theme for our facts is tech.
Yep.
As we've been flirting with the tech world.
Mhm.
Well, I've been saying that I could beat up Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Which
Is
I'm still confident I could do,
Mm.
and 2, don't think is a brag. I'm not a tough guy.
And I noticed that he hasn't,
He's been very quiet.
he's been very quiet.
So we've been doing,
He can't be that busy.
So our facts this week are going to be about tech.
Mhm.
And I have gone all the way back for you, Joe,
Okay.
to something that I'm not 100% sure of the pronunciation. The Antikythera mechanism. You must have heard of that.
Antikythera. I don't think so. Antikythera. Or she just comes over on Boxing Day.
Auntie Thera,
Yeah.
Auntie Nora,
Aunt Nora.
split
Yeah.
a tennis ball.
That's the tennis ball. Play a record.
It's the ancient Greek time machine. It's often touted as the first ever computer.
Amazing.
And
Okay.
even though I've got some, facts about it, I'm not 100% sure we actually know what it actually definitely did, or how it was built, or how they even knew to build this thing.
Okay.
But it was made of sort of spokes and gears and stuff like that. It was found in a wreckage in a ship wreckage, I think in the Mediterranean or something like that, and it baffled historians for a long time, because it can tell you things like when eclipses will happen, where planets will be, their alignment and stuff like that, and even the dates. It has the dates of Olympic Games sort of in it. It will tell you. You crank something and it gives you information.
Wow. Okay.
It was built over 2,000 years ago. So there we go. There's another there's another thing also that's like they call an early computer, but I think that was like the 1800s or something like that, which looked like a big clock almost.
A mechanical
sort
of...
but this was over 2,000 years ago that this was built.
And they found it, did you say, in a shipwreck?
Yes. I don't know when they found it. That would have been a good bit of information. I've not got that. But it was built over 2,000 years ago. It has over 30 precision gears, sort of like a luxury watch, but again, thousands of years ago. And nothing that advanced shows up again for over 1,000 years, at least. So it was just a weird anomaly. There was obviously some clever clogs that had built this thing, didn't really explain it to anyone or document it that much, and then it went down with the ship at one point.
And to not make any kind of copies, or for there to be no
instructions or anything like that.
That is strange.
But it's
now, is this a case of, was this clever clogs actually from a galaxy far?
Was it aliens? Was it aliens? I hate that. That's such a cop out.
It is a cop out, I know.
Because I do love history, and I do have some. I have a tiny bit of faith in humans, right? Yeah. And I hate that
as soon as we do anything good,
the pyramids,
aliens.
Yeah, the pyramids. It's like, must have been aliens. You can't give us some credit. We do a lot of awful stuff as a species, and a lot we do so much terrible shit. When we do something genuinely quite intelligent and smart and incredible and amazing and astounding, it's like, well, it must have been aliens. Couldn't have been us. Look at us. Lot.
Yeah, we are a bit kind of down on ourselves.
Couldn't have been us.
Yeah.
But it's the equivalent, Joe, of finding an iPhone in a medieval castle. That's how advanced the technology was back then.
What I find most amazing is the fact that nothing like it was then found for another 1,000 years. That, I think, is...
It was just lost. But we are guilty of that, human beings, of losing technology. Of just being like, I lost it.
And also, we often destroy things because they belonged maybe to another civilization. So we'll burn down like someone else's library.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
Constantly burning down libraries.
Don't burn down libraries.
It was just loads of people from Europe going to the Middle East, where and they're just burning down libraries, just all the time. What was the one? It was in like Alexandria or something.
Yeah.
the famous one. Like if you were a merchant or a scholar or something like that, you'd be allowed to come in. You'd be welcome in. By all means, come on in. Don't care what religion you are. Don't care where you're from. Come one, come all. We're just very much interested in learning and sciences and stuff like that. Every book that you've got on you right now, we're going to take. We'll give you a copy of it back. Like that was like one of the rules. I think it was in Alexandria.
And that's pre-printing press, so that's how it was done at that time.
And then that library where they've been collecting all this information and all these books and all this knowledge, you know, we turn up, don't we? Fucking football hooligans.
Yeah, like it does seem like they were basically like.
I do think I'd like to hope that outside the walls of Jerusalem we were just going England.
Oh God, I mean,
but yeah, that's what happens, doesn't it? Someone does something good, and then we sort of go, oh, let's not worry about documenting that. But there's your tech fact for you. I feel like I have gone.
That's an amazing fact.
I've gone as far back as I can do with a tech fact.
I like that.
Unless you wanted to just talk about the wheel, but I don't even know where to. Like, I wouldn't even know where to begin with that.
Well, the Incas didn't have wheels. That's a fact about the wheel.
Did they not?
No, didn't have wheels.
But they're not as old.
No, they were. Yeah, they were very kind of cut off. I think they had lots of mountains around them, and
the wheel didn't reach them.
Didn't reach them. No.
Well, there you go, Joe. That was my little fact.
Well, that's
the Antikythera mechanism. Look it up.
Love it.
It is interesting. It's way more interesting than what I just said then.
No, I loved how you put that.
But it would compute stuff. It would work things out for you. You'd give it some information, and it would spout the answer out at the end.
And it was sort of like stuff about the planets and like navigational stuff, I guess.
Time.
I mean, it was on a ship. Do you think it was being used by the ship?
I assume so. Yeah, it must have been. Because time, they're obsessed with time on ships, weren't they? If you sail this, I assume they still are in planes and things. If you travel this far at this speed for this long, you will be around this area.
I think a lot of.
I think that's where the watch came from.
Really,
was from shipping, because it was so important to know how long you'd been going in a certain direction. Because you'd have to measure your speed in knots, which was literally knots as well. Did you know that, Joe?
Yes, I did. Actually, I did know. So you're letting out a rope.
Yeah.
So that's your distance.
Yeah.
How far? So yeah, how far apart are those knots?
Yeah.
And yeah.
This is very fact heavy so far. This episode. Let's stop that.
It's too.
Speaking of which, it's time for fact check.
Let's go.
This is the part of the show where we read a fact or question that you'd like us to get to the bottom of, and then we're going to have a little think during the break and decide how true it feels to us. Have you got this week's fact check, Joe?
Yes, this week's fact check comes from James.
Of course, yeah, very
because
funny.
Now
what?
We're excluding.
Hang on, that's not. You got to see the rest of his name.
There's many iterations of this name that's incredible.
This is incredible. So, first of all, his full name is James Cameron.
Yeah.
And he's put not the director.
He's also referred to himself as JC.
Yeah.
God bless.
Christ.
Hi, JT and JB. So this is from James. He's sent us a WhatsApp. We are basically, if you want to get onto the pod, you just have to say your name is James or Joe.
No, I don't want that to be a role.
No lying.
And you can't lie. What an unbelievably prejudicial policy.
Anyway,
Willish and Shitehawk got on.
Shitehawk's on.
Shitehawk, yeah. James Cameron has got in touch with us.
James Cameron. Hi, JT and JB. JC here. Long-time listener, first-time messenger. Nice. I recently rewatched all of Peaky Blinders. And one phrase that kept cropping up was killing someone in cold blood. And I've always wondered where that saying comes from. Humans are notoriously warm-blooded.
Yeah.
I don't know about notoriously, but I'd say famously. But I'm not,
sure.
I'm not, you know. I don't think people like watch out for them. You know what they say about them.
Suspiciously warm-blooded.
Yeah. So shouldn't the phrase be killing someone in warm blood? Would love to know your thoughts. Keep up the good work. Cheers, James Cameron, not the director.
Right.
I like this. I'm looking forward to getting my teeth
Let's have a
into
little
this.
break. Obviously, I'm married to a woman obsessed with murderers and serial killers, and I will tell you where that phrase comes from, and it will be fact, and it will be cut and dry. It is going to be the quickest fact check we've ever done in our lives.
Right.
After this break.
Joe and James, fact up.
We were just fact checking on the behalf of James, good name, who asked, where does the phrase killing someone in cold blood come from? Right. Here is and I believe this to be cut and dry, no ambiguity, no, there's no discussion. So, killing someone in cold blood, which is an evocative phrase that a prosecutor in an American court case would throw around. Killing someone in cold blood. It means that not only are they a killer, but it was premeditated. It wasn't a hot-blooded. You didn't just walk in on your wife having an affair and you just lost it and killed someone.
A crime of passion.
It wasn't a crime of passion.
Which in French law literally gets you a reduced sentence. I think that's still true.
Well, they're passionate people, the French.
They are. You're like, oh, come on.
They're sacre bleu.
Yeah.
But killing someone in cold blood is cold, calculated. It wasn't emotional. It wasn't passionate. You just did it. And for some reason or another, that's worse than just a spur of the moment. The red mist came down. Something else took over me, and I killed that person. This is more almost sadistic. Possibly torture is involved. So yeah, killing someone in cold blood is that's where that comes from. It's methodical. It's not a crime of passion, as you said.
I think that sounds exactly right to me. I was also thinking.
I know for a fact if Claire listens to this, which she doesn't, that she'd be very proud of me right now.
You did really well there.
We can clip it just for Claire if you want.
Could do, yeah.
We do a special little package just for Claire.
Yeah.
So just listen to this. It'll take you honestly 10 seconds.
She'll go, good boy, you've learned something from me.
We could invent a new genre of incredibly short podcasts. Just 10 seconds. A little I don't know, what do you call that? A pod minnow.
Yeah, a mini pod.
Mini pod. Trying to do a mini pod.
But have you got
your mini disc?
Have you got anything to add to that joke? Because I feel like I've covered.
Well,
all the bases
only
there.
really that I was also thinking about that idea of I suppose the kind of not good, but the more kind of I might do this myself version of this is revenge. They say revenge is a dish best served cold. So that's an idea that you sort of turn the tables somewhat. That maybe, but there is this sense of the hot-bloodedness.
Yeah.
If it's yourself doing it, hot-blooded will mean that you make poor decisions. You're ineffective. Was it rugby players say fire in your heart, ice in your brain, something like that? So the brain should be cool.
Yeah.
If the brain is cool,
calm, collected.
There's a thing in the book Tristram Shandy, I think.
I tried to read that. I don't read many books.
It's a weird read.
Cock and ball story.
It's a strange book.
I do own it.
There's loads of stuff about. There's loads of stuff about.
I don't know if that impresses anyone, but I own that book.
Well, at least we were saying. I mean, you haven't burned it to a.
No, I've not.
What's the word? A cinder.
No,
like some people have done to books in the past. So it's all right. That's the start. There's a bit in that where I can't remember. There's a reference to making decisions twice. Once. I think it's once just before you've had sex and once after you've had sex. So once when you're passionate and once in the cold light of day.
It's called post-nut clarity.
Is that true?
Yep.
That's what
it's called. You heard of that? Post-nut clarity.
But I guess the idea is that if you're being if you're being self-seeking, you should brainstorm when you're in the heat of the moment, but then it's in the cold light of day that you need to go, okay, well, a load of this is just bollocks, but we could maybe do that.
My advice would be, if you did find your wife cheating on you or something like that, have a wank first.
Yeah, I mean,
and then you see how you feel after
wank
that.
while watching it.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to stop myself, Joe.
Yeah, it's
my ultimate fantasy, of course.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. I mean,
but is there also, here's something like, just to, because I do think I've nailed that. I think I've absolutely nailed that.
I think
Killed in Cold Blood.
Yeah.
Is there something that lends itself to sort of biblical, reptilian, serpentine?
Well, yeah, that sense,
cold-bloodedness seems more evil, seems more sinister.
We don't. I mean, it is true that there is something watchful and chilling about seeing a reptile or a snake at all. I think I mean, as I say, I went to the zoo recently and there's they've got a Komodo dragon.
Do you have a season pass?
No, I should, because it's cost me a fucking fortune. Every single time I go there, they go, keep the receipt, ring up, you can take that off the price of a season. And by the way, the season ticket's like 70 quid.
Yeah.
And the one-off ticket is like 50 quid. Yeah. So it's like, it's genuinely mental. And every time I go, I'm like, well, I suppose it's for a good cause. And I'm like, what is it a good cause? I'm sort of just locking the animals up. But it's like if you're paying a prison, you'd be like, oh, that's for a good cause. Get some more, put more electric fences in. And
keep them switched on.
Turn them on, honestly, because we know how that ends with the fucking goat leg coming down on the car.
Yeah, exactly.
No one wants that. But they've got Komodo dragon there, and actually, as it moves, you are like, that's fucking chilling. That it's like it.
They're terrifying. The Komodo dragon.
They're terrifying. That bears Attenborough's name. That house.
They can run really, really fast.
They can. Then they suddenly strike.
They've got poison in their saliva.
They've got poison in their saliva, so they bite the poor deer.
Yeah, I've seen that. That is.
Then it just waddles after it for 4 hours.
They just sit around and wait for it to slowly die.
Yeah, and that is cold blood, isn't it? There's something we don't mind a hothead, do we? Give me Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah.
Okay. Even the headbutt. Perhaps he shouldn't have done it. But look, as we've come, he's French. It's a crime of passion.
Sure,
it's a crime of passion.
Exactly.
And the other guy. He was whispering horrible things in his ear about his mum, I think, and all sorts.
Can I take a little second to stick up for the French?
Yeah.
Just a moment here.
Yeah.
Because I do think that famously throughout history, the British and the French, we've not
gone, and I don't really understand why.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like it's flirting.
I think it's flirting.
I feel
it's the playground, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like you're so annoying. You're so annoying.
But I think the French, because like the most recent world wars were basically on French soil. Right? Yeah. I think they get a bad rap for like they're called chickens. And they're constantly surrendering. Like the joke is, the French will surrender and all this. Mm-hmm. If you, and there's a small chance, Joe, that I might be wrong. But if you ask Google or whatever, who has won the most wars in history, it is the French.
They've had some very good victories.
They have won the most wars in history. As a nation is the French, so let's give them some sexy respect, and let's stop all this and let's just get off with each other. When are the British and the French just going to stop all this silliness?
We're not rivals, are we? Let's just hop into bed together.
Exactly, absolutely. But no, I think the French. Queen Lily May, can you back me up on that?
I can back you up on that. I've had a little look, and I don't know if it's necessarily like people have got like cold hard stats, but it says it's widely considered that France is the country that have won the most wars in European history.
Lily May, while you're looking stuff up, we didn't actually. I know this is incoherent because this is actually from the previous episode.
Okay.
That's
But
fine.
why does stat mean
Oh, Christ, yeah, we never got to the bottom of that, did we?
No.
we never?
You better put that in the description. And this in this week, we get to the bottom of why
Last week.
stat is stat.
something? Yeah, we said this is so incoherent. We forgot. We just lost our train of thought. Finished the episode, which is
where
fucking
did
long
stat
anyway.
come from? What is it short for? What's it an acronym for?
Should we try and have a guess quickly? Have you got any ideas?
No, I genuinely don't. And it's something I have
Stat.
thought about before. I need 20 cc's of this stat.
Right, do you want me to reveal?
You
Yes,
better just tell
please.
us.
For the love of God, put us out of our misery.
Okey-dokey. So, it actually it derives from Latin.
Mm.
The Latin word statim, which means instantly or immediately.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know what, Joe? I feel a bit stupid now.
We never would have got
Because,
that.
no, I think between the two of us, if we'd have spent a little bit of time,
Yeah, maybe
because
we
there's
should
so much Latin in medicine,
have.
we may have got to that,
We might
actually.
have got to that.
And we would have looked like geniuses.
We should have thought of Latin.
But no, we don't. We look like the fools that we are.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, well.
But you're our fools.
Yeah.
Should we get to the bottom of... Well, we got Queen Lily May with us. Should we get to the bottom of Someone in Cold Blood? I feel like I've described that as perfectly as possible. I don't think there's any debate there at all whatsoever.
It was described very well.
You did describe it very well. You've done a very good job. Yeah, it is a sort of generally kind of considered a sort of characteristic and a trait in terms of like it being cold-blooded. There is a little bit of extra stuff. So it's the sort of earliest uses of this is around the 1600s, early 1600s.
Right.
And they believe the first book it was ever used in was Commentaries of the Divers Pieces of a Service, and it said a resolution framed in cold blood. And again, it's sort of just linked to the characteristics when people's sort of temperature rose, but then when you're angry, you kind of take a step back and then you act in cold blood
Right.
once your blood has cooled down.
Mm.
But there is another idea. Speaking of the French, there is a French word called sang-froid, which means in cold blood. But in the French meaning, it's kind of calmly or with composure, which kind of generally is given a more positive spin.
Right.
So you acted with composure and
Yeah.
it's seen as a positive thing.
So-
However, the
yes.
translation for us is more negative.
Yeah. So it's in so cold-bloodedness really, we like it in ourselves, but we don't like it in other people. I think that would be my analysis of that. Or well, no, actually, maybe that's true because that doesn't work with this. If you're doing something worthwhile, it's good to be calm. If you're doing something bad, it makes it even worse if you're calm.
Yeah.
To further add, I've actually just seen as well, there was a general belief in doctors that your emotions and your actions were closely linked. So if you acted coldly, you were maybe believed to genuinely be
Right.
Right.
There was a
Cold.
physical...
that they believe those two things were linked.
Yeah.
So why do people say you're getting hot when you're angry? It's
That is
the belief.
interesting. That is sort of... Because you do... I don't know if you do or not, actually, to be honest with you, but you do feel physically hot if you're angry. If you're...
Yeah.
There's some...
Yeah.
It's very base.
Mm.
It is very base. It's like how...
Maybe probably your blood supply, your pulse has gone up, so more blood is reaching, I don't know, the extremities of your body, and therefore you are maybe literally hotter.
Do you think
because
so? I
maybe
don't-
well,
but you
if you have an elevated pulse,
Yeah.
when hot blood is going around your body more quickly, so
But the body works so hard to keep you at a constant temperature.
it does. Yeah.
But it is interesting that you do feel a physical.
Mm.
It's not just in your mind or just anecdotal or whatever. You do feel if you're angry. Your face can go red. You can.
I think that when you're feeling really angry about something, it's quite a good time to make a decision about something else.
Go on.
So often if there's something that you're really, really het up about,
Yeah.
then you're like, oh, God, I don't want to do about that, and you just want to sort it out. It's quite good to use the energy to sort out a completely unrelated matter.
Right.
So, like, I think you can see. So I think basically anger will distort your ability to see a problem clearly.
Yeah.
But it will make you completely disinterested and disinterested in the positive sense. It will make you completely neutral and objective on an unrelated matter. If there's something that's really, really winding you up, and you're like, I just really, really want to sort that out.
Yeah.
Don't sort that out because you'll make a bad decision because you're het up. Sort something else out.
I'll be honest with you, Joe. I don't get that one.
Okay, but that's something I genuinely feel.
I don't get that one.
Like, let's say you need to write a difficult email and you've been putting it off and you need to like turn something down.
Yeah.
Wait till you're really, really worked up about something else. And now your difficult email, you say, well, in comparison to this thing I'm genuinely upset about the most, the difficult email feels like nothing.
This doesn't
now
seem
just,
so bad. Right, I've got you. I'm with you. I'm back with you.
That's a little bit of advice from Planet Joe.
Right. Well, there we go. That is... What did we say?
What have we just been talking about?
So that was fact up.
That was fact up.
That was fact up.
That was... well, it wasn't fact up.
Yeah, so yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't. No, I enjoyed that because...
yeah, it's true. Fact up.
Yeah, but James Cameron...
yes.
Was asking us wasn't asking whether something was a fact, was just asking where the phrase
where does it come from?
True.
And I enjoyed that because it gave me license to go, well, I'll tell you where it came from, boyo.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, James Cameron.
James Cameron, and good luck with the forthcoming Avatar quadrilogy or whatever it is. You've got some amazing tech there. And
how many Avatars have come out now?
Two.
There's only been two.
Oh yeah. It famously takes some ages.
I went to see the first Avatar.
But once they've made one, you've got a sort of slightly weird.
I went to see the first Avatar.
So it's really worth it.
The first Avatar, right? I'm not joking, and I support film and television, and I admit that I am I'm on shaky ground. I'm on thin ice. I can't start calling out other films, right, or other projects, right?
No,
that film is shit. Right? The first Avatar film is so fucking boring. The only reason I went to the cinema was because 3D was a thing, and it was just this. It was like 3D is going to take over the world. So I went to the cinema. They got those little glasses, and they gave me those. The annoying thing is that I've got a lazy eye.
Yeah, I've got a lazy eye,
and this eye is. I can't see very well. I've only got one good eye. So that doesn't help.
No.
When you're trying to watch a 3D film. So I was watching a 3D film that was sort of blurry to me anyway. And also the film was shit. And I was just like, well, this is so long and boring.
I went to see a 3D film with Ian Morris once in LA, and the only film that was available in 3D was this children's film about like action rodents or something. Like it was... A man had taught rodents how to speak in a lab.
If you say an anecdote, right, Joe will top you.
No.
Joe will if you go, this was this weird thing I did, Joe will go, well, if you think that's weird.
Yeah. Well, no, but the only thing I remember about the film is that like this scientist had taught like chipmunks how to speak or something. And his boss came into the lab.
Was it Alvin and the Chipmunks?
No, it wasn't. No. It was called something like what are they? What do they call themselves? They're like
prairie dogs. What chipmunk?
Hang on, no. It was called something like. I'm just trying to think of a pun. No, hang on. It was called like the CIA Modillos or something, like or like the FBI rodent or something.
Was it Spies in the Skies?
Something like that. I don't know. But
was it about pigeons?
No, it was about they were definitely rodents or something. Basically, this scientist.
I need to talk about spies.
This scientist who was supposed to be working for either FBI.
Was it G-Force?
Probably, yeah,
and it was guinea pigs.
Yeah, guinea pigs. Yeah, so he's.
Why are you in Ian Morris going on?
I don't know, because it was in 3D.
Right,
but
by the way,
so basically...
By the way, before you carry on, you and Ian Morris look like paedophiles.
There was no one in there. There was no...
That makes it worse.
It was in 3D. We went in and...
Stop saying it was in 3D.
And all I remember is that there was this scientist who was supposed to... He's used government funding, and he was supposed to be doing one project, but instead... he'd used all his funding and all his time to teach guinea pigs how to speak. And his boss came in and was like, what the hell are you doing? You've wasted all our money. He was like, he's fucking taught guinea pigs to speak.
I know, yeah, that's pretty good.
That's the biggest scientific breakthrough ever. And the guy's like, you stupid idiot. You've wasted our money. You've given us nothing. And the guinea pigs were like, what, he hasn't told them. They were like, you shut up as well. It was just... Like, it was ridiculous. And then occasionally like a big beam of wood had come out or something, and I just kind of go, oh god, and it just made me feel kind of squeamish, and like, as I've got the lazy eye as well, so I could barely fucking see anything anyway. I think we just left. I was like, I feel sick. I don't like, I've just written down the word fire dead. Right, but this is interesting because this leads, I mean, I don't think during that story I wrote it down.
No.
But
what are we doing?
I've got my facts.
I think we've transitioned into Joe's facts.
Right. It's my fact. So you also because my fact.
We go into your fact.
But my fact
Hang
is
on,
related. My fact is related.
Right. Well, let me just tee this up a little bit.
Sorry.
Then.
Yeah.
So, what was that? Cows lying down. What was it?
No, that was the last episode.
No, that was the last one.
That was no. Oh my god!
Oh, in cold blood.
We've got to get out of this room.
Then we
have to get out of this room.
That was us talking about
cold-blooded.
in cold blood, right? We've done that. We've done fact check. Now's the time, the point of the show where Joe presents us with a fact, and apparently all that weird stuff that you just mentioned then is going to lead into his
It is
fact.
actually going to lead in. And also, we should say if there's something you'd like us to fact check, head to our episode's description for all the ways to get in touch.
Oh, nice one, Joe.
Lovely bit of business.
Pretty slick from me. And as I just promise you, it is a related fact. It's a tech fact. We were speaking about 3D films and so on. My fact is about smell-o-vision, which is something that
Me and you are both obsessed with this.
we're both, yeah. So
we're both sort of like, we both think about smell-o-vision quite a lot.
it's interesting.
I feel like it was a thing in the 60s.
It's not a very sexy area. Like, I'm always like, why is my fucking printer so shit? And it's because no one wants to work on printers, do they? I'm sure we could sort out printers.
Well, I'll tell you something. I've got a shit hot printer.
What is it?
I've had it for about 10 years.
Go
I'm
on.
not even joking. Don't get me wrong. It works 1 times out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but that's just printers, right? They never want to work. Printers never want to work, ever.
Right, it's amazing how
It's a
how
H.
in favour of this printer you are.
But when it does work, it's brilliant.
What the fuck does that
It's
mean?
a-
That's like something they say. What do you mean it's brilliant? What is it?
It's a HP
I've got an HP.
Inkjet 200, I think it's called, right? It's also a
Okay.
scanner.
Well, get it.
It looks like a mini.
When you have a moment, have a proper check. And
Do you remember when you were a
text
kid in primary school and your teacher would go, "Can you make 20 copies of that?" And you felt like the luckiest person in the world because you got to go to the copy machine.
Yeah.
And the copy machine was taller than you.
It was an incredible thing,
It's
the
a
coffee machine.
Very sort of diluted version of the copy machine, which I
Mm.
think is probably why I love it so much.
Because you've actually got a glass thing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got that.
Yeah.
But it's a what do they call it? It's not a. It does color,
Mm.
but it's not a scanner, but it's a. Oh, what's the word called? It prints like fucking like nobody's business. It
Mm.
just fires out.
Mm.
It doesn't do that thing where it's like.
Yeah.
It just like shoots it out.
Mm.
Is that like a normal thing these days? Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think that's just
No,
printing. Yeah, I would say actually, most
Well,
printers
it
are
was-
less temperamental.
I'll be honest with you, and it's held up really well. It was one of the first printers that connected to your Wi-Fi. So I can print when it does decide to work.
Mm.
I can print from my phone. I can be like downstairs, and I'll have something that I need to sign, and I can just send it to my printer. but like I say, 9 times out of 10, it won't connect. It won't do it. It doesn't want to do it.
And this printer is shit hot.
It does.
But it's so good.
It does sound amazing.
It is so good. Can you remind me to get a picture of it? And we'll. No, don't. She will go, "What the fuck's he doing?"
Well, ask her to print one out now, and then there'll be a 1 in 10 chance.
No,
That
I'm going to make sure that there is a printer. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see a picture of it. And it's a really good fucking printer.
I can't wait.
it might. I mean, I've got
when it works. It doesn't work all the time. Is the only problem.
no,
on,
but
Joe.
so I am interested in smell-o-vision because I feel that we've never really bothered to, there's no way that like
LaserJet. Sorry,
it's not an HP.
no, it's HP, but it's LaserJet.
It's an HP LaserJet.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
Back to smell-o-vision.
But
Yeah.
it's in colour.
Yeah.
Well, there's
no,
been
no,
around
but
for
I'm also interested in printers and for example, I had a Samsung once and it never bloody worked, and it turns out that it's just because Samsung and Apple don't get on.
Yeah, they don't. They hate each other.
Well, you're meant to be what the fuck? Talk about some cold-bloodedness from you guys, please.
It's like the French and the British. They just need to suck each other off and just get it over and done with.
And who pays the price?
We do.
We do. As per. Right.
Sorry, Joe. What's your fact for us?
So, smell-o-vision, it's not one of those technologies where President Kennedy would have stood up and said, we will show we're the greatest country in the world because by the end of the decade, Americans will be smelling their television. Like, it's just not, it's not a showy technology.
We will smell television and do all the other things, not because they are easy.
Not because they
are hard.
Yeah, exactly. So, and as a result of this, really hasn't really.
Smell-vision.
Hasn't really. Yeah. So a chap called Mike Todd Jr. in 1960 founded a company called Smell-o-vision. It was available as a name.
Good.
The idea was that as you watched films, the film reel would trigger the release of bottled scents, allowing the audience to smell the film. Only one film was ever made using this technology. It was 1960s.
Was it The Creature from the Bog or something like that?
Yeah, it was the 1960 film Scent of Mystery. So they're covering all their bases. They're like, if they get the smells wrong, they're like, yeah. They're like, what's that smell? Exactly. Yeah, you decide. It was the only film to ever make use of the technology, and that is really that.
But I love that though. I love that sort of, sort of late 50s.
I know,
late 50s to late 60s.
I know.
A bizarre sort of pioneering.
Yeah,
anything's possible.
I know.
Time to be, especially. I feel, especially if you were in America. At that point
believe so as well. I really think they had a sense of like there are no limits here at all.
We're gonna have like the Jetsons. Like we're gonna live like the Jetsons in the next couple of years. Like I genuinely think like that was what was in their heads. If you
I know,
like, again, specifically if you were in America in the 60s.
I agree. Well, I think after the Second World War, Europe was just totally bankrupt.
We were on our arse.
We were on our arse. And they'd emerged basically fine and had lots of money.
They'd funded a lot of stuff.
But certainly they had the money.
Yeah.
And it must have just seemed like an unbelievable time to.
Oh God, yeah, it was
like
great.
I remember there's a bit in American.
Say what you like
where...
about the Second World War. It was great business for America.
Right,
it was fucking brilliant. It really did just set the tone for the next 100 years.
Well, they were just the only ones with any money after it.
Yeah,
there's a bit in American Pastoral by Philip Roth where he's saying like, let's remember the energy, and it's amazing. It just like America was paying for everything. It was just doing everything, and like. And that is summed up by smell-o-vision. But the only other, as far as I can tell in my life, the only other time this has briefly come back is I think it was a Comic Relief one year,
right,
where the Radio Times had, I think, a little scratch and sniff,
right,
where you could at various times.
Well, PlayStation used to do scratch and sniff games. I had, I can't remember which one it was, Gran Turismo 2.
What? So you could smell the.
Might have been one. The CD was bobbly, and you sort of rubbed it, and on Gran Turismo you could smell burnt tire. I think there was a FIFA game as well. One of the FIFAs that smelled like wet grass.
That's interesting.
You say it's interesting.
Did it
I
work?
don't know whether I just made that up in my brain. I've got a memory of that happening. It is real. Thank God for that. Otherwise, you will
Yeah.
need to put me in a straitjacket.
But so there you go. And as far as I'm aware, smell-o-vision is still sort of.
But to be fair, it does make sense. And if you're 1960 in America, where you feel like anything's possible, where you feel like some real technological advances are going to be made any minute now, with NASA and things like that that's going on. Then you start to look at cinema. If you work in cinema and you go, well, the idea is to evoke emotion, and then you go, well, what's one of the most evocative senses? Smell. It seems like a logical sort of step to include that in the experience of going to a cinema.
Yeah, it's not. It's smell is definitely the least sort of noble of the senses. I think it's probably the most kind of. I can't really think of.
It's linked to memory, isn't it?
But it's incredibly. It's incredibly well. Proust, his Remembrance of Things Past is basically just. I haven't read it. I think almost no one has. But like it.
But you've smelt it.
Well, I smelt it. I got a whiff of it, and I thought,
yeah,
I get it. But he smells some madeleines, does he? Is there some like these cakes?
I know the name,
and it takes him back. It takes him all the way back, and he's like, "Oh God, I'm back there."
Right.
And that's the gist of it.
Fair enough.
He goes, "Oh God, I'm back there."
Fair enough.
And
hey, should
he writes it all down, and then off it goes to the publisher.
We do need to wrap this up.
We got to wrap it up.
We have got
to wrap this up. It's the end.
This is it. I'm all fact out. I'm definitely all fact out by this point. What have we learnt today, Queen Lily May?
What?
But we don't even know. You thought we were doing the cow.
Do you know what,
still.
man?
That was last episode.
I'm gonna ask that you sum up of what we learnt from every episode from now on.
Right. So
from now on,
I can't remember.
Did you hear that? He said from now on.
Did he say
but I
from now
can't
on?
even remember my own facts.
You've done a good job.
I'll do it.
Oh, go on then, Joe. Well, no, because we want to finish this now.
I'll do it. No, all right, look. I'll be able to remember. So,
what have we learned?
So, we've learned that there was...
Cows lie down.
No. We've learned that there was an astonishing computational machine discovered on a shipwreck that was 2,000 years old.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
That was my fact.
We learned that...
Also, can you put...
We learned that in cold blood means killing somebody with a lack of emotion that is really more evil than killing them in hot blood. And we learned that there was only ever one film made that released smells.
And what was it called?
And it was called Scent of Mystery.
Brilliant. All right. Well, carry on, Joe.
We hope you've learned something or had a nice time. Doesn't necessarily need to have been both. We'll be back next week armed with more facts, chats, and the latest apps, because it's tech.
Absolutely, yeah. And don't forget that you can get in touch with us if you'd like us to fact check something that feels true for you. We'll do the research. Me and Joe will talk bollocks for a bit. Or whatever nonsense that you want to get to us. Our email is hello@joeandjamespod.com. Our WhatsApp is 07822 034 330. And you can follow us on social media at Joe and James Pod, and head to the podcast description if you've already forgotten those details. Thanks, guys. That's an end of the episode.
Goodbye.
We'll be back next week with some more of this bollocks. Bye.
Bye.
Joe and James, fact up.